After declaring war on hygiene, Asmongold is now declaring war on a woke. Everybody is getting like a little bit too comfortable, and he is going to put us in our place. This transpired after like the Emiru situation with ICE, where people were like, hey, why can't you just say guys, you know, like that should be very simple. And then, you know, the apology being like, oh, I thought it was about ice cubes and like the pip was like malicious, which is literally not true. And like, you know, a lot of people were memeing on it because Emiru is part of ODK and is tolerating a lot of like the abusers and so on. And even in the apology, even in the quote unquote apology, I don't even want to call it a apology. Even in the huge ass paragraph that Emiru posted, she was still not name dropping people like Tectone who were found guilty of being, you know, sexual assaulters. But yeah, so I saw this. Asmongold was like saying that like, oh my god, I can't believe that people are pressuring Emiru to make like a statement. And it's like, Asmongold literally wants people who agree with him to like speak up or, you know, just mind their own business, and people who don't agree with him to be silent. That is like the world that he wants to live in. That is why he wants to like bully me into silence, because like I'm speaking up and like, oh, he's just defending the people who I'm attacking by calling them transphobic or some shit like that. But yeah, so I saw this clip.
Did you check out Emiru's apology? No, yeah. I haven't seen the Emiru apology stuff. I was gonna talk about it because like Asmongold apparently, like Emiru got yelled at because woke is back.
We do have to do something about this. And I will continue, like, I think I might ramp up my hostility towards the people online that are pushing these woke narratives. I think we might need to ramp it up and be even more militant and aggressive at these people. We do. I think we have to be a lot more militant and aggressive at them. 100%. Because if you're not, they'll do it to you. I'll link you guys like one of our Twitter communities. So there it is. They're used to being militant and aggressive. Yeah, well, we have to be even more aggressive. We have to be even more aggressive, even more hostile. And is this the example here? If I can find it. We're at 40,000 people. We have made 40,000 people. 40,000 people in this community. We have to be more aggressive with these people. Because you don't want to have them go around and bully and try to enforce their worldview on other people.
So I'm going to bully and enforce my worldview on other people by dogpiling on them with the roach army, and we're going to mass report them in order to silence them. We're going to arrest them. We're going to arrest their friends and family. We're going to make it even more hostile. They would be going around being like, ICE and Free Palestine, and we can't have these people enforce their worldview, so we're going to pressure them, and we're going to enforce our worldview. Yes, rawr, we're going to be even more hostile. Asmongold is done playing nice. It's over for us. He declared war.
That's what we need to do. I feel like you're just alienating moderates by being more like the left. That's just, bro, like, this... play by their rules and maybe they'll let you in. That's I don't function that way, okay? Other people like functioning that way. That's not what I do. I don't play by other people's rules. I do what I want and that's it. They aren't winning though. They absolutely, like, whenever they're able to bully and cause an effect like this, that's absolutely a win for them. They're going to see that as a win 100%.
I'm going to ramp up my hostility.
What you need to understand about any of these people that do this is that they are mentally ill, abusive, narcissistic, vitriolic, aggressive, bad people. And the only thing that they like to do is they like to attach themselves to social causes that justify that behavior. That's what it is. Tech don't comment. I mean, no one of value gives a single fuck about Myanmar anymore. And that's not true. Any more implies they ever did. They never did. This is just a on Twitter that just tries to capitalize on hate for other people. And so, yeah, it's just really sad. The days of going out, advocating for violence, trying to gender confuse children, trying to push lies onto the world, your days are numbered. And eventually, people will actually come in that will weaponize the FBI to go after online threats, to go after people that are trying to communicate with minors and discuss gender transitions with them. And that's going to happen. It's going to happen. I guarantee it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do everything that I can to make it happen faster. That's it. And it doesn't matter what happens to me because, again, everybody else wants this to happen too. They do. They're tired of this. It is obnoxious. It is crazy. Saying that I'm talking about killing trans people. Do you really think that I was talking about killing trans people? Asmongold is essentially saying we're going to kill trans people. Oh, that's great. Yeah, what a great example. Listen, cry about it, get upset about it, anything you want, but nothing's going to change.
Never let these people forget this is the side that they are on. This is the side they've always been on. If Asmongold is going to make a pivot eventually and he is going to pretend that he was always like moderate and he was always cool with trans people and he doesn't mind actually if trans people are existing, never let these people forget what they were saying. This is these people's worldview. And they love pushing this. They love pushing the idea that it's just about protecting children. And then they're advocating for violence. They want to get us eradicated from public life. They want to bully us into hiding. They want their entire roach army used in order to bully people off the platform and, you know, dox people. That's what they do. The reason why so many VTubers at the top level are not saying anything is because they don't want to deal with people like this. It is so incredibly scary to have the target on your back and be dogpiled on. But like, eventually this means that they would control everything. They would control the space. If these people get away with it every single time, if the platform tolerates this, if, you know, Twitch is tolerating this behavior, him like literally advocating for people to be harassed, if YouTube tolerates this, right? Like, just look at his clips channel. There's so much drama farming going on, literally just to harass people. Obviously, you got all the Hassan thumbnails, you got Frozen, you got, you know, me, AI generated, AI modified me with like an insane quote that I never said in order to push like a certain narrative, harass me. They're going after like random people and harassing them. They've always been doing that, and they are pretending that this is like a left-wing strategy because we say that like, hey, somebody who is like friends with racists and rapists and pedophiles and so on should maybe also like give their take. Otherwise, people are going to be like, hey, you know, why are you tolerating this behavior? Do you agree with that? Do you align with like right-wingers? But no. That is just as bad. Oh, the left also does the bad things. The left also doxes people because they doxed ICE agents. The left doxed ICE agents who are publicly executing people on the street with like federal immunity. Yeah, that is definitely the same thing as right-wingers going after like, I don't know, random VTubers with like 2,000 followers and dogpiling on them in order to get them to remove themselves from the internet, in order to just get like a moment of quiet. I'm done playing nice. Everything is going to get ramped up even more.
We can't afford them to win for at least 4 to 8 years. No, that's exactly why they need to win at that time, because it needs to get a lot worse. It needs to get so much worse that you stop having these like fake Republican losers that are like trying to play lip service to how bad the ICE raids are because there's a baby crying. Like, we need to have it be so bad that any single Republican or conservative that says anything to even slightly indicate that they have sympathy for foreign invaders is ousted completely from their spot. There's a special election and they're completely pushed into the private life and they never are heard from in public ever again. Until we are at that point, it's not bad enough. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. And I know that the battle versus war, exactly. Yes, sometimes you have to lose battles to win wars. And I think that I think conservatives and Republicans and Americans in general need to lose more battles in order for them to realize that they should win the war. I think that's it. Can the bad part be avoided? No. People are stupid animals. They have to be shown something directly in order for them to believe that it exists. People live in such a safe and pacified society that they're not even able to realize what danger even is anymore.
It's so funny that he's saying that in like a filthy room in front of thousands of other miserable losers. Bro can't even shower and go outside. This guy makes money by sitting there on stream in front of thousands and thousands of people, harassing others, scrolling through like the Twitter timeline, harass a bunch of people, go through Reddit, harass a bunch of people. And like he got his start playing World of Warcraft. What the fuck do you mean? Like, you know, battles and like everything is like so pacified. Bro, the only battle that you fought is like with the rat that you're using now as like a alarm clock. Calm down. The only battle that you have to fight is the smell of the dead animals. The only battle that you fight is the hairline that is running away from your head. Can I do another ad hominem? Can I attack another aspect? The only thing that is happening are your eyebrows moving and fighting each other. Bro is moving his eyebrows like he's playing through Flappy Bird. Gonna stray with that last one. I'm sorry. Transition to woman to protect hairline. Yeah. It's over. We are no longer playing nice. It's over. I'm done playing nice, kitten. I'm declaring war on the woke. Reddit mod power trip. Yeah, it's so fucking embarrassing, not gonna lie. Like, this guy has been telling me for about a year how I stepped into the arena, and he's going to like remind everyone what like a horrible person I am and how he will never leave me alone because I dared to speak up. And now he's pretending that he like always, you know, was like just chill.
And so we're going to remind you about this all the time. We're never going to let you forget this. You're never going to be able to live this down. And the reason why is because I don't like you. That's the reason why. I don't like you. I could make it a moral reason or whatever. And there's a degree of that exists. But the real reason is because I don't like you. I don't like what you represent. I don't like how you act. I don't like your personality. And I'm going to try to do as much as I can to remind everybody for as long as I can about how much of an unpleasant, problematic person you are, because you did the exact same thing to other people. Now, this would have never happened to you if you didn't decide to open your fucking mouth and start talking shit. But think about it next time before you want to step into the arena. Because now you're here, and there's no getting out.
It's over, kitten. You stepped into the arena. You made me angry, kitten. Now you're here. You crossed the line. You're talking back at me. You're pointing out the awful rhetoric of mine, so I'm going to harass you. It's over, kitten. Don't forget what he said last time. Once we're in power, you're gonna get what's coming to you. Versus, okay, I've tried being nice long enough. So I made a tweet being like, once the Nazification of the US is over, they'll have to add laws and regulations to free speech in order to not protect hate speech. Being allowed to maliciously spread misinformation without consequences and thus normalizing fascist propaganda is bad for our country, actually. Right? Like, hate speech is not protected here in Germany, for instance. It is not falling under free speech. If you're running around with, like, Nazi symbols, this is going to be illegal because that is not protected under free speech. This is going to, like, have to be implemented in the US as well. You shouldn't be running around with, like, Nazi symbolisms just because, like, oh, it's just people expressing their opinion.
Once the Nazification of the US is over, they'll have to add laws and regulations to free speech in order to not protect hate speech. Being allowed to maliciously spread misinformation without consequences and thus normalizing fascist propaganda is bad for a country, actually. I've got really bad news for you. Is that... What do you think happens whenever people like me, or people that are more extreme than me, inevitably get control of the government? What do you think happens to all the people that were tweeting nonstop about trans kids? What happens to them? And now you can see why these people are so extreme. It's because I think on some very, very base level, they know their days are numbered. There is not any degree of activism, virtue signaling, crying, like victimhood that's going to save you. It's going to happen. And it's your fault. It's all your fault.
It's all your fault, kitten. If you didn't speak up, if you didn't care about trans kids, you wouldn't have to deal with this. I'm sorry I have to do this to you, kitten. I'm done playing nice. It's our fault that he's going to weaponize the government in order to go after marginalized groups. Bro wishes he didn't need to do this, but like he has to. I'd rather be myself and die than continue wallowing in my misery. Yeah, these people want you to be as miserable as they are, so they can add you to the Roach Ranch. So fucking pathetic. Loser behavior. But I wanted to showcase this because like it's over. He declared war on the woke. Don't let these people, don't let these freaks bully you into silence. And if you're an ally, if you have like a platform, speak up so other people can just exist. It is so important that if you have like a bigger platform, if you're a creator, even if you're not trans, to just speak up for trans people. If you can tank the heat, please do that. And no, not everybody can do it. I will always be here. I will do my best to just tank as much of this as possible. I won't let these people bully me into silence, into the closet anymore. I've had to hide who I was, who I am my entire life, and I'm not going back there. I'm not going to go back to a time where I just was miserable with myself every single moment because of gender dysphoria. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Asmongold is fighting a battle every single time he steps into the shower. Don't let this guy bully you into hiding.